What's going on, everybody? K to the 2 here with week 8 of the Battle Union. This week we are going up against Josh in the Kentucky Kecleons. This week we are going in on a 4-game win streak, super hot, but we do have quite a horrible matchup actually going into this match. I really did not feel comfortable at all going into this match. If you want to go ahead and check out what I am bringing, I will leave the link to my team analysis down below, as well as the link to my opponent's team analysis, who I will be doing this week because he doesn't upload videos on his channel yet because reasons. His link to his channel will also be in the description. Make sure to check him out. He's a really cool dude. He doesn't post anything though, so I don't know. He's cool. Doesn't matter. Looking at his team, it's I really do. I don't like it. My Typhlosion really is looking to put in a whole lot of work as long as I can set it up correctly. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off the match, and I am going to lead off with Bronzong. I was thinking about leading off with my Thundurus right away. Probably would have been best, as you're going to see that this Raikou is going to go for the Shadow Ball. I knew that that was a possibility, which is why I go into my Assault Vest Thundurus. And Assault Vest Thundurus is going to be able to take these and hit Raikou back with Hidden Power Ground. So this Thundurus was tailored exactly to take on a Raikou. I wasn't really able to... Oh wait, never mind. He has Life Orb. I was going to say I wasn't able to find out what item he wants, but he was indeed Life Orb. So Hidden Power Ground is a clean 2-hit KO. And his Life Orb damage is going to bring him down to the point where a Volt Switch will kill him. So I am going to be able to live and get off a Volt Switch here, and Raikou is going to go down. So that's going to put me off in an early advantage, and I'm going to go straight back out into my lead of Bronzong. That way I can potentially get up rocks, or I can get off big damage with Gyro Ball or with the Earthquake, depending on what he brings in. So what he's going to bring in is his Cobalion. I know he's going to go for the Taunt, and if he doesn't go for Taunt, then it's whatever. I'm going to go straight for the Earthquake either way, because it is a clean 3-hit KO. So he's going to go ahead and get up his Stealth Rocks. Right here, I actually should have gone straight into my Typhlosion. That would have been the best play. That way I would get in before rocks, and instead I choose to go into Doris to sack it off. That way I can get a free switch into Typhlosion. What I should have done before making this play was count how much Secret Sword or Sacred Sword, whatever sword, how much damage that does to Typhlosion. Because as you're going to see here, I'm going to try and set up a sub, and it's not going to work because he does exactly 50% of my health, which was very unfortunate. I wasn't able to set up my substitute. This Typhlosion had Flame Charge on it with the Pitaya Berry, and I was already in Blaze range. So if I was able to get off a Flame Charge, something would have died. At least this Cobalion would have died. He told me that he had Scarf Mew in the back, which he would have been forced to bring in because that was the only thing that was going to take a hit from it. Now, what I should have done instead of going into Typhlosion is I should have gone straight into Mega Pinsir, because as you're going to see, this Quick Attack is going to be able to take the Cobalion out. I would have been able to save the Typhlosion sweep for later. I kind of got greedy, and it's probably definitely going to pay dividends later. I'm going to go for Return, and I forgot to suck his dick this week. Oh my god. John Cena, I am so sorry. I am sorry. Alright, I forgot to give it some berries before our match, and he's really not that happy with me. So, Return did no damage. It would have been a clean 2-hit KO. Maybe not a clean one, but instead, I'm forced to go into Mamoswine here. And he actually has the Yachi Berry. So if Return was full power, I would have been able to kill this Mandibuzz. But instead he lives and is able to get off a bunch of foul play damage. So that's 2 screw-ups on my part so far. I really am not playing my best this match. And it really... I am not proud of this match at all, as you can see already. So Mamoswine is able to get a kill, but it's in here at pretty low health. About a quarter of its HP, 20% of its HP. So he's going to go ahead and bring in his Scolipede here, and I decided to go straight out into Bronzong, which was a good play. I could have also potentially gone out into Latias because I am Choice Scarf. I would have outsped, but I didn't want to risk him going for a Poison Jab or a Mega Horn because that would really hurt, and it would hit both of the things on my team that I have remaining. But instead he does just go for an Earthquake. Didn't want to miss anything. So right here I pull a double expecting him to go into Mew because I did not know that he was a Choice Scarf Mew. I thought he was a bulky Mew. So I didn't think that he'd want to risk staying in and taking a bunch of Gyro Balls or even a Zen Headbutt. But instead he sets up a Sword Stance, and this is the beginning of the end because I really can't. I don't have anything to take on a +2 Scolipede. Mamoswine's just gonna go down. It was an over prediction on my part to expect him to go into Mew, but then again, I felt that was the play for him to make if he was a bulky Mew, and there was no way that I could figure out what type of Mew he was based on the way that he was playing. So instead, he's going to miss his first Mega Horn as I go for a heal block, still thinking that he's a bulky Mew. What I should have done, again, should have gone straight for a bunch of Gyro Balls, and that would have maybe made the game a lot easier because he still has Hawlucha and Mew in the back. But instead, he's actually just going to go ahead and sweep me with the Scolipede. I really screwed this match up. I played like ass. Yeah, if I had just stayed in and gone for 3 Gyro Balls instead of screwing around with Mamoswine, I had a pretty big chance of winning this game. Because Scolipede would have gone down and he would have just had a Scarf Mew and a banded whatchamacallit left. Hawlucha, that's what it is. And, you know, things and stuff. And I just screwed it up. I would have been able to take out the Scolipede, and he would have been forced to bring in Mew, which I can drop a Draco on, and it would have died. No, it would have brought it down to about 30% or so. And Mamoswine would have been able to sweep up the game just with Ice Shard on its own. However, that is not what happened, and I ended up choking the game away. So, can't win them all. When you play like crap like I did this week, that's what happens. So I lose this match 3-0. Team is sitting at 4-4, which still in pretty good position to make the playoffs. I really have to be clutch these last 2 weeks in order to pull out some victories, in order to put myself in a position where I am still in the playoffs. So right now on the table, I am 4-4. I'm the last team in the playoffs. Everybody else below me is 3-5. However, I am going up against Frito, and possibly the last week it's looking to be Xenon, which those are 2 of the toughest opponents that I could face for the final 2 weeks. Both are hungry to get into the playoffs, and that nothing is scarier going into those. So that's our situation now because I screwed it up this week, and you know, I'm just gonna have to do whatever I can in order to make my season go more smoothly for the last 2 weeks. And if I even make the playoffs, which is still a possibility, I just have to put in my work. Anything can happen when playoff time rolls around. So I apologize for the way that I play. It was absolutely terrible. I felt like the team I built wasn't that bad. When you play so horribly to the point where your team can't even do what it's supposed to, this is the result. And I just got to learn to trust myself more, slow it down, and really think about my plays. And that's what I'm going to have to do for the last 2 weeks. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like. You probably didn't because I got destroyed, but that's how it goes sometimes. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.